Instead of focusing on winning arguments, we're teaching the basic fundamentals of sales and marketing and how we can use them to win in the world of politics, teaching you how to meet people where they're at on the issues they care about. Welcome to The Brian Nichols Show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you brought that up because to me, a big part of trust is name recognition. You can't trust somebody if you don't know who they are. So maybe you can speak to this from a literal marketing perspective, because companies pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to have ads so people recognize their name. Not even to show like this product is great, but just to show alone like our logo so people will recognize it. And someone like Jo Jorgensen, you know, and I have to explain to people who she is. She was the 2020 Libertarian Party presidential nominee. I would be shocked if she had 5% name recognition in the country. Even the most successful libertarian in the nation, Justin Amash, probably only has a small percentage of national name recognition, though hopefully that will continue to grow. But so someone like Donald Trump comes in and everybody knows him, and that gets him. Yeah, right. That gets him halfway through the door just from the very beginning. So I think that's part of the problem is nobody can trust you if they don't know who you are. So just, Brian, just how important is that name recognition aspect to political success?
It's huge. I mean, it's massive. To not have the instant like, oh yeah, that person or that party, right? Like I was actually just talking about this with Dan Berman, I think it was, over on his show. And we were discussing, it was an ad that Doritos did. And it's still on TV. You might be able to see it. And the Doritos ad is literally just the shape of their bag and the color of their bag, but no Doritos logo or anything. And the point of the ad is to be like, you know that flavorful chip that's inside that bag. You know that the nacho cheese or the Cool Ranch flavor. You know the shape of the chip. You know the smell, that feeling in the fingers and stuff. And they talk about this, and it's like, oh yeah, like you know exactly what that's Doritos, right? And you instantly like you know it, but it's why? Why do you know it? And it's because, again, you've been so conditioned seeing it time in you know, every single day of your life in many situations, and you kind of just grow to be comfortable with it. That's kind of how Trump, you know, got into politics. People were like, oh yeah, that guy, right? He's been toying with politics forever. And people, again, trusted him. They knew his name. You know, goodness, Brad, we just went through Christmas. You go to watch Home Alone 2, and yeah, Trump was a funny little part of a Christmas movie cameo, right?
Right.
And people, you were like, oh yeah, that guy. Like that was Trump. And it meant more back in the 90s as him being an icon of success. And that, again, that name recognition, there are still people who I would say were predominantly part of his base that voted entirely based on that brand recognition. And I mean, look, you see the name Trump Hotel, they're all over the world. I mean, goodness, you could probably find some guy halfway across the world. You show him a picture of Trump, they'll be like, oh yeah, Trump. They'll know the name, right? And that's huge, just to be able to have people to at least looking down the ballot and saying like, who's this person? Oh yeah, I know this person. That's why, like, good if we had somebody like a you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or Mark Cuban, right? Like, I'm not saying they're a libertarian by any stretch, but a name that's like, oh, that guy, yeah, Dallas Mavericks guy, oh yeah, movie star guy, for better or for worse. That's why Schwarzenegger won, honestly, in California.
Right.
He comes into it was a jungle primary in California. There was, you know, no real next line of succession. If I remember correctly, the lieutenant governor was in trouble or something along those lines, but Schwarzenegger comes in out of nowhere, no real political experience whatsoever, and boom, overnight becomes the governor of California. It happens like that. And that could be a libertarian. It could be. But I mean, libertarian famous people, name them on one hand pretty much. And I mean, that's sad because I think there's more libertarians out there who they're not open about you being a libertarian. They kind of keep it close to the vest because there is, again, this kind of culture war that we've discussed many a time when you've been on the programs, right? You know, to not say the wrong thing, to commit wrong think. It's a really big thing. And, you know, I think it starts with us, what we're doing, Brad, and it's openly talking about this kind of stuff. And I think you're going to find, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying the audience in general, people in general are going to find that more people think and are having these conversations in their own, you know, their daily conversations with their coworkers, with their family, their friends, than we realize. And they're just kind of afraid to bring those conversations into mainstream. They don't want to go into the, the 15 thread Facebook back and forth with Aunt Susan, because they're like, I'm not going to change Aunt Susan's mind, and she's not going to change my mind. And is it really worth my time and energy? So I'm just not even going to put that side of me out there. And you see that from people. I think we have a chance right now to show the way that we can have these conversations, to disagree, and at the same point in time, still be able to have a civil discourse and to find common ground, even when we don't walk away, from the conversations having 100% agreement. That's okay. Like, that's how the world is supposed to work. That's how the market works. Like, there's no one perfect product. You have different products and you test them and you figure out what's the best. Libertarians, it's on us right now to actually get people to want to buy our products. So it starts with us getting them interested, and hopefully, 2020 and beyond, we've learned from some lessons and we can, start doing better and plan for 2024.
Thanks for listening to The Brian Nichols Show. Find more episodes at briannicholsshow.com.
Enjoying the